The inaugural AIG lecture was given by Professor Atahiru Jega. The second AIG lecture was given by Justice Georgina Wood, the former Chief Justice of Ghana, the first ever woman to hold that position. The lecture is made possible by the Africa Initiative for Governance, with whom we here at Oxford University in the Blavatnik School have had a long-standing now partnership.
In 2019, the Africa Initiative for Governance announced the appointment of Mrs. Ifweko Omoyege-Okwaru, former Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service of Nigeria, FIRS, as the 2019-2020 AIG Visiting Fellow of Practice at the Blavatnik School of Government, University of Oxford. This appointment continues AIG's tradition of identifying West Africans who have exhibited outstanding performance in public service. Ladies and gentlemen, with great pleasure, with great pride, I invite my dear sister and the 2019-2020 AIG Visiting Fellow of Practice at the Blavatnik School of Government, Mrs. Ifweko Omoyege-Okwaru, to deliver her fellowship lecture. Thank you.
Little did I know that in taking on the FIRS opportunity, it would become a reference point and a crystallization of all that I had learned in life. The reason why the reforms happened was to drive revenue development. And what we recognize is that Nigeria has been dependent on oil, and our revenues have gone up and down because of that. And there's a need to boost non-oil revenue. We define capacity building in a much larger way. And my definition of capacity building is about improving an organization's capacity to execute on its performance goals. The general public and taxpayers acknowledge these changes. It was easier to pay their taxes through the one-stop shop and electronic channels created. They had confidence in having people to report to if they had any issues. Taxpayers were better educated on their responsibilities. Taxpayers saw evidence that if a tax officer is caught in a fraudulent act, penalties will be imposed. And in certain cases, we obtained convictions. In fact, it was during that period that we had for the very first time a conviction for falsifying a tax clearance certificate. We also encourage the youth to get involved through our Students' Tax Advocacy Initiative. But many acknowledge that the ship turned during that period, and it was possible to turn the FIRS and indeed any other public organization around in a very disciplined fashion. Was that we had one goal. It helps to simplify your goal. Triple non-oil revenues by 2007 and grow overall revenues by 25% year on year. We changed mindsets from those who didn't believe to those who believed, that we could run a public service as an institution that cared, and we also gave people hope in themselves and in Nigeria. Leading reform or indeed any other organizational activity is a team sport. The strength of the institution is in the strength of the team.
There's been a theme that has been very powerful across the three AIG lectures, and that's a theme of leadership with real integrity. Thank you once again for joining us here at Oxford University's Blavatnik School of Government with the Africa Initiative for Governance for the lecture of Ifweko Okwaru Omoyege. Thank you all.